We get ready to go then, 30 laps at the Sachsenring. It's the German Grand Prix, and as the lights go out, we are underway. It is a much better start from the KTM this time. No faffing about for Jack Miller on this occasion, was there? He looked down yesterday, got it wrong, he's nailed it. This time he's going to run wide though, and he is going to hang on to the lead on this occasion. Bagnaia cuts back underneath Luca Marini, so Bagnaia to second. It's Marini who's in third place. Is that Martin in fourth? It is. He's made up a couple of spots, always a good starter. And Binder is in fifth place, so Binder's made a good start from eighth on the grid. So the KTM's both starting well, Neil. This is what we needed.
Yeah, exactly. Binder got a great start, but then got blocked on the way into the first corner. He had a big tank slapper even before he got in the braking zone. He was very, very lucky.
There we go, through turn 7 down to the bottom of the hill. Sellout crowd here today with 96,000 fans in attendance. There's Marco Bezzecchi, who lost second in the championship yesterday in the sprint after Jorge Martin's victory. Martin lines up in third, and they can see this is where Miller suffered yesterday, but on this first lap he keeps the gap tight. Martin a little bit wide.
Sorry, the Jack Miller tried a complete different line there. Really opened up the corner, but nearly high-sided himself even before he got to the, let's say, the off-camber part of turn 11.
Yeah, I was looking behind at Jorge Martin, what was going on there, and he's made it up. He made it past Luca Marini and into second, and 4 riders took advantage of Jack Miller there, and unfortunately, he drops back to fourth place ahead of Brad Binder and Aleix Espargaro, who's made a solid start on the Aprilia.
It sort of created a bit of a roadblock that with Jack Miller then. Everybody sort of telescoped together, didn't they? And look at Binder around the outside.
Trying to go the long way round Jack Miller into turn 2, but Miller hangs on. Oh, it's a shame, isn't it, for us as far as Miller is concerned, as far as the race is concerned, because we've got Bagnaia and Martin out front, and yesterday Luca Marini proved to be a big roadblock for the KTMs, for Brad Binder in particular. Johann Zarco unfortunately hasn't made the start again.
Let's say get the tyre spinning, don't abuse that tyre, because once the temperature gets up it's hard to really control it.
Oh, look at the squeeze through there of Aleix Espargaro. Brad Binder in the sandwich with Jack Miller, and Espargaro's got with a soft rear tyre and tried to make it count in these early laps. That was incredible over the top through Ralph Almond corner, and Aleix Espargaro gets through on Binder. Aggressive stuff from the veteran.
Sweeping lines. This is an opportunity. They go through 7 down into turn 8. So watch it. It's on the first lap. Keep your eye on Jack Miller. Look at this. He turns in. He's wide. He's trying to get a good run through here. But watch the rear of the bike here. It steps out not too far, but it has to shut the throttle. And at that point, then it sort of throws him wide. He misses the apex and loses all the drive coming down the hill. And then he just gets engulfed with those 3 Ducatis.
Great spot, Neil, on that opening lap for Jack Miller. Here comes Jorge Martin, challenging for the lead at the bottom of that hill, and he goes through again on Bagnaia. This time he doesn't need his shoulder to finish off the corner, and Martin takes the lead in the German Grand Prix. Bagnaia's a builder, isn't he? And Martin is explosive. He's that kind of character. The thing about Martin, his style, he hangs so far off the bike. Look at Zarco now attacking Espargaro. I tell you what, it's a case of attack or be attacked in this one, because Johann Zarco aggressive, and Aleix Espargaro, having briefly got through on Binder, is now back into 7th place on this lap. Jorge Martin is trying to qualify his way to victory here today again after his sprint race win on Saturday. Brad Binder has got through on Jack Miller. Miller thinking about going back through at the Queckenberg. Johann Zarco more, I think it was going to be an attack, but then it turned into a defensive line over Aleix Espargaro. Martin undoubtedly the class act today, the fastest rider on circuit, 4/10 quicker than Bagnaia on that last lap. Then into the Queckenberg. Bagnaia has definitely roped in Martin on this lap. Zarco has got through on Miller through that sector. That's where Miller is struggling again. Miller's got Zarco back, I think, in turn 1. Meanwhile, Marco Bezzecchi and Marc Márquez having a good battle. Márquez got in front of Bezzecchi, but Bez has retaken him for 8th place. Fabio Quartararo in 10th. Decent start for him, and he's right in touch. The question is, can he make any moves on that Yamaha?
You've brought a knife to a gunfight. I mean, you've literally got no chance. I tell you what, Zarco likes that move, doesn't he? We saw him yesterday on not on Jack Miller, on Brad Binder there, but this time it was much cleaner.
Well, Miller knew that he just cannot defend, can he? We ride on board with Jack Miller looking back at Marco Bezzecchi. Look at Miller, the smoke.
Yeah, sitting duck.
Yeah, just cannot defend, cannot do anything.
But he said it yesterday, it's spinning. You can't see it, but it looks like...
Oh, and he's coming back through. That's aggressive, isn't it? That's a returned favour there from Jack Miller, straight back. And he has to be aggressive because, well, they're just going to pass him at will. dear, it goes from bad to worse for Maverick Vinales, a crash yesterday in the sprint race. Let's hope that's not dropped anything on the track. That's in the final corner as well. Brad Binder now, can he find a way through on Luca Marini? You feel it's got to be on the brakes somewhere like down here into turn 12. All right, on cue. Oh, look at Binder just level Marini, letting him know I'm here. And you know what, Luca, I'm coming through.
So aggressive. That's a real determined move. It didn't allow Marini any space on the track. You could argue he was a little bit too close there, but listen, you're allowed to do that. He didn't touch him, he didn't veer over to, let's say, to his right, but I'll tell you what, that was a firm move.
That could well be that as regards Zarco's hopes of victory.
Well, he's up against the roadblock, isn't he? As in, he's behind Luca Marini now, so he has to... Oh, here he goes.
Oh, and it's again at turn 11. I don't think Marini was expecting that one. And Johan Zarco has come up with the goods. But it's the Pramac bike of Jorge Martin as Marco Bezzecchi now gets through on Luca Marini. Oh, Marini repays the favour in turn 1. Yeah, we've seen Marini in the sprint race generally okay, but then when it gets to the longer form, isn't it? Bezzecchi tends to have the better tyre life. Again, Bezzecchi and Marini are close. This is a battle for 5th place between the two Mooney VR46 riders, and this is another go for Bezzecchi this time.
Now it's alongside him, so it should be easy. Now you don't have to outbrake him, just level him on the brakes. That's it. Done it perfect. Just levelled him. If you can stay alongside the person that you're trying to pass in the braking zone, they can't turn in, you force them to the outside. The difference is when you outbrake someone from far behind, you end up shooting past, then it's hard to stop for the corner, and that's when we see the cutback.
Does Bagnaia close it? Oh dear.
Oh, Binder,
Binder's down at 3rd place. That looks like a big, heavy one for Binder. Is that turn 11?
I thought it was maybe turn 8.
Up the hill. That's like through the corner though,
yeah, it's on the way in. As he lost the front on the way in, it's fast corner. We've seen some people. Scott Ogden crashed there in practice in the Moto 3.
At the front again, nothing to choose between Martin and Bagnaia. It's another go from the reigning world champion.
Is that going to have a look here?
He's got the drive. What a great run it was through Ralph Feldman curve for Pecco Bagnaia, and he gets it stuck on the exit. Late apex through there, and at 2/3 race distance, Pecco Bagnaia takes over the lead from Jorge Martin.
But this man's quick at learning, and here he comes. Here he comes.
He's going to go right to the edge of the racetrack, down towards the Saxon curve, and he has levelled him in there, and he's going to go through. Are we going to see him cover it off on the exit? He is. This is brilliant. We've got a grandstand race here in the Sachsenring in front of 100,000 German fans, and Martin reclaims the lead with 6 laps remaining. On board again we go with Pecco Bagnaia. Do you know what? Another day, battling for a championship, as you see Bagnaia getting so close in turn 10 to the back of Jorge Martin's bike. Is he going to sling it through? Of course he is. Oh, look how close he is, but look at Martin right to the edge of the racetrack, trying to make Bagnaia go the long way round, and Martin did superbly there to make sure there was no way through. But they are millimetres apart from each other around this Sachsenring.
This is huge, this race. This is not just about the 5-point difference between first and second. This is about momentum. This is about who wants it the most. Equal machinery, same tyres, obviously same track conditions.
Into the final corner we go, and again Martin parks the bike in the middle of the corner. Look out! Oh, they've touched. That could be the end of the race right there. They've touched, and it just caught the front brake disc of Pecco Bagnaia, and that affected his run. He's going to have to come up with something all over again.
Well, he's going to have to risk everything now. He's going to have to do the lap of his life, because he's lost 0.3 of a second there. I couldn't believe how close he was riding towards Martin. He was taking too much risk, and it's cost him. But now if he can just focus and do literally the best lap of his life, he will have a chance. It's going to be late. I can only think of turn 12, which is the penultimate corner. Or close your eyes and hold your breath and throw it up the inside of the last corner. We've seen it happen in the past.
Run a bit deep through 5 to get the drive. He's down closing the hill now through 6 and into 7. He's closing all the time. Where can Pecco Bagnaia, the reigning world champion, come up with a move to beat a pretender to his throne in Jorge Martin? 10 times in the garages as Martin leads from Bagnaia. He can't do it from this distance, but can he generate enough pace through turn 10 and into 11 now to have an attack into the Saxon curve at the bottom of the hill? Does he have to think about the championship? He's still going to try and close in. Will there be a move in the last corner? Pecco Bagnaia in second, Jorge Martin in the lead. Is Martin going to win his first Grand Prix for a couple of seasons? reasons. It looks like he's covered him off in the final corner. Bagnaia will try and drive on the inside towards the line for Pecco Bagnaia. Oh, across the line they come, but Jorge Martin does it by 600ths of a second. What a finish to the German Grand Prix. Johann Zarco takes third ahead of Marco Bezzecchi, Luca Marini and Jack Miller. Look at Fonsi Nieto, Daniele Romagnoli and all the Pramac crew. Martin has done it for the first time since Styria 2021. He's a Grand Prix winner again.
What a race. Two men giving it absolutely everything. Championship, forget about that. It was all about that race. They risked everything.